Over the last couple of days, I've heard about 4 deaths, 4 people all connected to friends or clients, gone within 36 hours. So when something like that happens, it starts to shake you to the core. It rattles your nervous system. It makes you stop and ask, what am I missing? Am I missing anything that's going to allow that to happen to me? And I've had 2 practitioner friends say something very similar to me because they're connected to these people. So I want to talk about the 5 biggest signs that your body is losing resilience. Not in a dramatic, fear-based way, but in a grounded physiological way, looking at the stuff that goes on in the system that lets us know our body is struggling, where our compensatory mechanisms are failing, and it's time to start paying attention, because how many people do we know who have lost people who just aren't bouncing back? So it can be the fear and the trauma, but it can be something else. So one of the clearest signs that the body is under strain is when one body system starts to wobble. So you're not just tired, but your digestion is off, your sleep is broken, your mood is unstable, your immune system's reactive. And even in the last 36 hours, I'm more tired than I've been forever. And I slept like a log last night, but normally I'm an Energizer bunny. It just isn't there. So something has really hit me and I'm really aware of it. So I'm running out of buffer in my body. And I think when you tend to have, 3 or more systems, you're tired, or your muscles are aching more, or you didn't sleep well last night, or your digestion isn't working, things just aren't working properly. So pay attention to how many symptoms we're starting to get when something happens and how quickly it's taking to reboot again. In naturopathic language, this is the point where inflammation, mitochondrial exhaustion, and autonomic nervous system dysregulation starts merging. So the body can't compensate anymore. And when the compensation fails, symptoms multiply. People start to stop recovering from stress. It's another sign, so healthy bodies bounce back. We get stressed, we wobble, we recover. And when the body is losing resilience, recovery starts to disappear. So a single stressful event can wipe you out for days. You wake up unrefreshed after even a long sleep, and small triggers cause crashes. And it's classic low vagal tone. Now, you've heard me talk about vagal tone lots over the years, and, there's lots of goodies I've got up my sleeve, like the Fix matured bitter hops extracts and the TriGLP, and lots of herbs are really great at toning the vagus nerve. But along with the vagal nerve depletion is the HPA axis, the hypothalamus, pituitary, adrenal axis is just totally out of whack. So we lose our metabolic flexibility. So we gain metabolic inflexibility. Our body just isn't functioning. And it's one of the strongest predictors that the system is heading towards burnout or breakdown or collapse. So when recovery disappears, resilience disappears. So pay attention. So many of us are just self-medicating with everything these days. Hey, I was chatting to a mum whose son he's vaping and he's taking some pot, and, he went off all the pharmaceuticals that he was, and he likes the natural stuff better, not the vaping as anything natural. But, it's, we've got to pay attention to how much we are self-medicating. What are we actually doing to our body without thinking too much about it? And the third indicator is when our strength, our stability, and our physical confidence starts to decline. It's so important and so often overlooked. So our grip strength, our balance, our stability, our confidence in our own body. If you suddenly feel weak or shaky or less physically capable, again, it's not just getting older, because some people have all this until they're 105 years old. It's a measurable decline in neuromuscular function, cardiovascular output, and mitochondrial capacity. So strength is one of the best predictors of longevity. Losing it is one of the clearest signs that the body is struggling. And the fourth thing is when our emotional bandwidth collapses. This isn't just about mental health. This is physiology showing through emotion. you cry easily, you feel overwhelmed by small things, you withdraw, you lose motivation, you feel disconnected from yourself. And often people go to the doctor and they're just told to go on SSRIs or some other pharmaceutical. And a lot of people try these things and they feel worse. So not everyone can go down that pharmaceutical path. And what's going on with this is neuroinflammation. So it's chronic sympathetic nervous system activation. It's hormonal depletion. So when hormonal and emotional resilience collapses, physical resilience is already compromised. The nervous system is telling you that it's overloaded. And the fifth thing is when your body feels like it's shutting down. I've had 2 stories this week where one of my clients rang me and she said she felt like her body was shutting down, and another practitioner friend, she actually said that her client rang her and said she felt like her body was shutting down. So people describe it in different ways, but it's not a good downward slide, you know. People think they're starting to fade, or they feel like something's wrong, but they can't name it, or they feel like their body is just giving up. So it's a real physiological state. It's autonomic dysfunction, it's poor oxygen utilization, and it's mitochondrial collapse, and it's immune overactivation. So humans can sense when their systems are losing coherence. It's this instinct is ancient. It's been around forever. It's protective, and it's worth listening to. And again, so many of us suppress it with either alcohol or cigarettes or pharmaceuticals and all sorts of things. But we've got to pay attention to our own health, because other people aren't going to. So why does sudden deaths make us reassess our own health? You know, because this is where I'm at. And I know a lot of people have been having those same thoughts over the last, you know, while we've had all these excess deaths the last few years. And I suppose it's the same whether there's a world tragedy, whether the 9/11 towers went down, whether or not there's a terrorist attack, anything like that. When multiple people die around us in a short period of time, your nervous system goes into existential shock. It's a biological response. So the brain becomes hypervigilant, the body becomes alert, the awareness of mortality really sharpens. And suddenly you start scanning your own body for signs of decline. And it's not paranoia, it's physiology. It's your system saying life is fragile, pay attention. But here's the important part. It doesn't mean we're dying. It means that we start to pay attention. Our body is asking for recalibration, reconnection, and restoration. So if you're experiencing any of this, obviously reach out to David or I or your favorite practitioner out there in the world and ask for advice. You know, get some, you know, information about what could help you. If the budget just isn't there, again, David and I will try to do a nice long form with cheap, easy remedies that sometimes they are brilliant, and that's what we need. You know, sometimes we need the grounding, the sunshine, the lying on the beach, you know, but we don't all have that time and energy and value in our life. So we just want to make sure that when we get one of these wake up calls, we pay attention. Not in a dramatic kick a bomb under your butt sort of way, but just sort of, you know, in a compassionate, intelligent way. So pay attention to your body. Your body's always communicating, and your job is to pay attention. So if you've ever felt like this and you've got hints for other people on what you did to get well, you know, drop it in the notes below. And obviously I'm feeling a little bit tired at the moment, so sorry I'm a little, but it's a really interesting feeling, you know, because I don't normally feel like this. It's fairly big for me. And funnily enough, yesterday when I started having a look because of this exhaustion, I'm thinking, well, what's really going on here? And so I started to really look at my supplements again, as you do. And I took more StemEnhance, I took more BrocOn, I made sure I took some emotional sort of gear as well. And, you know, I'm just trying to pay attention to what's going on. And anyway, have a great day. Hope you're not going through this. But yeah, let's just pay attention to how resilient our body is so that we can just move forward gracefully and live our best lives. Have a good day.